We're back. Hey, what's up guys? Chris and Jeff back here with another installment of A Day in the Life of. And this time around, we want to discuss how September is National Food Safety Month. And why that's important is because it actually crosses multiple disciplines within Purdue Extension. Not only is it something that I need to be aware of as a health and human sciences educator from a maybe consumer foodborne illness standpoint, but it's also important for Jeff to be aware of it. Jorf, did you know your name was Jorf? Sometimes shooting these videos can be difficult, but why Jeff needs to be aware of it is because from a producer side of things and maybe an ag side, there are also major implications from a food safety standpoint.
So the number one goal in the home garden is to produce good food. The goal that's often overlooked is to make sure that that good food doesn't make someone sick. So we're gonna go over 4 practices that food safety experts have recognized that will make that good food safe for your family and friends to consume. Practice number 1, clean water. If you're not sure about your irrigation water, get it tested. You can do that through your local extension office. They'll help you out. Maybe check out the local health department or Soil and Water. They might have testing kits. Practice number 2, it's a stinky one, but we want to make sure that we keep uncomposted manure, much like this here, out of the garden during the growing season. So that's wildlife, domestic animals, and even humans. So basically, keep the poop out of the garden. Practice number 3, we need to keep everything we bring into the garden clean. That means tools, shoes, and even picking containers. Practice 4, keep those hands clean before and after you go to the garden.
So much like Jeff educating us on those top 4 for those home producers or producers needing to follow in garden sanitation rules, there's also the top 4 that the CDC like to recommend whenever we talk about the consumer and food prep and helping us keep foodborne illnesses out of our lives. So rule number 1, cleanliness. Because they say cleanliness is next to godliness. And when you're talking about in the kitchen and cooking food, it's of the utmost importance because cross-contamination can easily happen with hands, with cooking utensils, as well as surfaces of whatever you're cooking on, whether it be a pan or a flat top surface. All of these need to be cleaned effectively to reduce that chance that you're going to have some sort of microbial cross-contamination happen. Rule number 2, it's important to separate all of your meats, poultry, seafood, and any other vegetation because all of them have the potential to cross-contaminate one another, specifically whenever talking about raw meats. Rule number 3, cooking your foods to the correct temperatures. Utilizing a thermopin like this is extremely important whenever you're cooking meats to bring them up to the correct temperatures to make sure that you're going to reduce that chance of a foodborne illness. Rule number 4, it's imperative to chill your food that's perishable within a 2-hour limit. And if that food is above 90 degrees Fahrenheit, you should have it chilled within the hour. So we'll go ahead, get that chilled. So there you have it. That's why the big 4 are important for those producers as well as consumers. Because according to the CDC, 1 in 6 American adults will actually come down with a foodborne illness annually.
And think about it, we practice cleanliness in the kitchen. Why not take it a step further and go to the garden and practice those same things?
So next year, whenever you're working in your garden, or if you're prepping your garden this year, think about those sanitation practices like we practice in the kitchen.
Keep it clean.
Till next time, peace.
Okay. All right, practice number 1, clean water.
Cool, bro.
Hey.